Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's another great day to discuss other people's excellence. I'm love for brother one himself, and I'm just like, I'm a guy that's like BSing at work. Okay, no Steelers hoodie today for two reasons. One, I can't find it. I'll look for it later. I didn't want to waste any more time. And two, I wanted to shout out my Bobcats, man. Winning the MAC East. Unfortunately, we didn't win the MAC championship game. Injuries played a huge part. Shout out to Toledo. They played well. The quarterback was really clutch in really clutch situations. Good for them. But I'm still proud of my boys. I don't obviously don't get a chance to ever talk about them. So let me rep my squad real quick. All right, let's do this. I asked, you said you wanted more mock draft, so here we go. This is gonna be a 3-rounder with trades. So I'm just gonna go really fast. I'm gonna try to fly through these. Some of these, like y'all probably would already understand my mindset if y'all been following the last couple. So I'm just going to fly through these a little bit because I don't, obviously nobody wants to watch a 3-hour video. So here we go. For the Houston Texans, right? This is something I wanted to do last time, but I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to have them take Will Anderson over a quarterback only because, and shout out to my uncle. My uncle made a really good point. I love you, Uncle Bobby. Um, as well as others. This team's going to stink next year anyway. And as good as you think Bryce Young can be, and I think Bryce Young will be pretty good, Caleb Williams has mega star potential. And the Texans are probably the one team that I believe in the entire NFL, I think we all think will also be a bottom 3 team next year. They just have so many needs that realistically they probably won't turn it around by next year anyway. Go wait and get one of these quarterbacks next year in a much better QB class. Hopefully, Caleb Williams, right? So that's the mindset there. I did this last time. And honestly, in this scenario, I think it's even more likely to happen. I'm gonna have the Eagles trade down with the Bears again to get Jalen Carter. Uh, it just makes so much sense in this scenario. Even more, I think it's more likely if Will Anderson's already off the board. I think I think that's more likely to happen. And because the Eagles are 5 now and not 6, I think you could just do it by giving them 2 first rounders. I don't even think you need to throw in the third here. Oh, come on. They're gonna make me do it. They're gonna make me do it. I don't like that. I don't think it's gonna cost you that much. You're only moving up 3 spaces. You know you're not going for a quarterback. But I know this simulation really what I'm gonna do for the sake of these purposes, I'm just gonna give a first next year because this is a 3-round mock, so I don't want to give up a 3rd-round pick that I don't think I have to give up. Really? Really? Come on, y'all. Y'all blowing me now. 3 first-round picks to move up 3 spots? Come on, guys. And we know it's not a quarterback. I'm just gonna all right, let's just do this because I'm not dealing with this. We're trying to fly through these. Yeah, hey, what are we doing? Yeah, I bet it was. Okay. Jalen Carter. Here we go. To the Eagles. I think it makes all the sense in the world to do it. Okay. So now these next 2 picks, I'm gonna talk about both of them at the same time because it makes be fastest way. Seahawks fans and Lions fans, what you guys have to understand is if something like this does happen, you guys are taking quarterbacks. I just want y'all to know that you guys are taking quarterbacks. And it's not because and it's not because people don't know that Jared Goff or Geno Smith are playing well. It's the fact that if you're picking that high, you have to take advantage of that, right? It's the opposite of the Texans, like where the Texans, I'm passing on a quarterback because I know you're going to have a chance to get one next year. You guys are different because your overall team is not bad, and because your quarterbacks aren't playing bad. You guys aren't going to have this opportunity again. You know what I mean? Like this, you guys are both very lucky that the teams that you traded with, the Rams and Denver, have been playing horrible this year. And I don't even think either one of you guys have an extra first round pick next year. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that the Russell Wilson trade was 2 first rounders, which was last year and now this year. But even if you do have a third first round pick from Denver, again, you're banking on Denver being this bad next year, which I don't think is going to happen. I truly believe they'll figure something out between now and then, and that's assuming you even have their first round pick. So that's my point. When are you going to pick up here again to be able to get a quarterback? So I'm just letting y'all know in this situation, y'all, if you when you see these mock drafts, especially ones without trades, and they have the Seahawks and the Lions drafting quarterbacks, don't get mad. That's the thought process. The fact that you have to take advantage of the fact that you have top 5 picks. When credit to you guys, right? Credit to you guys, you're not going to be picking in the top 5 anytime soon. At least, knock on wood, you shouldn't be, because you guys are building really good teams and your quarterbacks are playing really well. But eventually you are going to have to move on from those quarterbacks, right? We know Geno Smith is not a long-term solution. He's having a great year. Hopefully he keeps that up. But how long has he been in the league already? He's not going to be your long-term solution. And Jared Goff isn't going to be the long-term solution for Detroit, right? So that's what we're saying. Like, don't get upset when people pick quarterbacks this high, because it's about taking advantage of the opportunity. With that being said, I am gonna bail you guys out, and I'm gonna have 2 teams trade up. The first one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the Jets trade up with Seattle to get Bryce Young. I low key talked about this. Let me cancel that because I don't know why that didn't go through. So the Jets, there we go. Next with the Seahawks, there we go. I talked about this um, before. I think the Jets are very, very close. They need a quarterback. A lot of their stars are young. They need to take advantage of their win now window. Let me see if this goes through. Okay, so we're gonna have to add a little bit more, but that's okay. I keep doing that. Jets, there we go. Seattle, there we go. So they're gonna have to give up a first, their second, probably this pick here, and they'll probably have to give up a first and third next year. Let's see if that goes through. Oh my god, this trade simulator is so strict on like what they want. And to be fair, they would be giving up a lot here. Let's give up this Denver fourth. Yeah, I think they would like that Denver fourth, right? Yeah, okay. That's a lot of picks. Come on, y'all. All right, I'm just gonna do what I did last time, just to make sure it goes through. But the first, their second, their fourth, and then all their picks next year. We realistically, it would be 2 more first rounders, but obviously, as you can see, it only lets you do up to the 2024 draft. So it would be these 3 picks and then 2024 first rounder, 2025 first rounder. But I'm just gonna give them all the picks for next year so it can go through. Bro, what? Come on, dog. Y'all are blowing me now. Y'all are blowing me now. What's happening? I just gave them every single pick. Again, I can't give them anything more. You won't let me give them anything more. Oh, come on. Come on now. That literally makes no sense. I know they're moving all the way down to 23. I know they're moving all the way down to 23. Again, in reality, we're giving up multiple first rounders. I can only give up so many. Oh, y'all blowing me now. Y'all are blowing me. Y'all are blowing me. Y'all are literally blowing me. There's no way they're declining this trade. They're getting literally all these picks next year, which is annoying because I didn't want to give up that third round pick because this is a 3 round mock. So it's like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. This pick is the Jets. This pick is the Jets. You like I don't know what the hell. Oh shit. This pick is the Jets, and this pick is Bryce Young. See, it's got me all flustered. It's probably gonna do the same thing this time too, because I have the Buccaneers trading up with the Lions so that they could jump ahead of the Panthers. And the reason I have them doing that, oh, first, it's going to be a first or second. Um, let's see if this goes through. Again, it'll be the same trade, all those picks and 2 other first rounders. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to. I don't want to do that because this is a 3 round freaking mock. I don't want to do that because it's a 3 round mock. It's gonna be their first. It's gonna be their second. I'm just gonna give them all these picks next year. Like y'all have to accept this. Like what? There's other simulators where you can force a trade. I wish they did that because this is okay. We're gonna do the same thing. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this is C.J. Stroud. All right, so just make a mental note. This is the Jets and Bryce Young. This is the Buccaneers and C.J. Stroud. I'm not dealing with this whole stupid simulator because this is annoying. Um, for the Bears, I'm gonna have them take Paris Johnson Jr. Fix up that offensive line. For the Panthers, I'm gonna have them take Miles Murphy. They obviously got screwed here. All the quarterbacks are gone, but they get an elite edge rushing talent to pair alongside Brian Burns. They obviously want to build around Brian Burns because they declined that trade that would have gave him 2 first-round picks for him. Good for them. Um, for Jacksonville, I honestly, and maybe this is an overreaction, I honestly want them to Broderick Jones. I obviously want them to continue to build that offensive line. That hit Trevor Lawrence took was scary. We don't want that. I know they need a receiver, but they can get a receiver later. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh the Cardinals are interesting. I always have them go Keely Ringo. I didn't know he went to high school in Arizona, so that kind of makes me want to do this even more. But I know I've done this like every time for them. But it makes sense, right? They need corner. Like they really need corner. Um, yeah, like here you can have the best corner on the board. The top 2 edge rushers are already gone, but it's a deep edge rushing class. You can get an edge rusher later. Maybe they could go Brian Barisi here, but I think you would go corner. I really do think you would go corner. And to me, Keely Ringo makes sense. He makes the most sense. So I'm gonna have him go Keely Ringo here. Okay, Colts. I think they also got to go offensive line, man. Like their offensive line was so bad this year. Maybe they say it's injuries and they I don't know. I don't think they're gonna go Will Levis. Let me see. I don't think they're gonna go Will Levis. I really don't. Not right now. I can't see him doing it. It could go Michael Mayer. I can see them going Michael Mayer here. It's a little high. It's a little pretty high. There's not a guard you would take here, right? I don't think. No. Damn, it's kind of a bad spot for them. I think they would want to trade down, but I don't think there's a team that would trade up to this spot for what? There's nothing here that you would want to trade up for. I guess they could go receiver. They could go receiver. Receiver would make more sense than tight end if we're being honest. If we're being honest, it would make more sense than receiver. I mean, than a tight end. Oof, they're in a bad spot. They're in a really bad spot. But you know what? Same concept though. If you're picking nine, don't you have to go quarterback? Don't you have to take a chance on Will Levis's skill set? Assuming there's not a assuming there's not a veteran quarterback that could come in. And actually, at this point, you've tried the veteran thing so many times. I think you might as well take a guy like Will Levis. Yeah, wow, I can't believe I'm saying this. Will Levis is gonna have to be the pick here. It just doesn't make sense not to make it the pick. Okay, Falcons. Do, 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 do. The Falcons, I think I want them to take a corner as well. I think I want them to take a corner as well. It might be Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, their defense is horrible. Like my thing is, I would get them a wide receiver, but right now, for what? You know what I mean? Marcus Mariota doesn't even throw the ball deep. They want to run the ball and just use Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Like I think that works for them right now, offensively for the most part. They need to fix their defense. Getting a corner would do that. So now, if you're the Packers, you can get a receiver. They're not going to do it. You know they're not going to do it, especially the way Christian Watson's playing. They're sticking their chest out right now, saying, "Yeah, we told you, we told you, we told you." So they're not going to do it. I'm just going to have them take Peter Skoronski, fix that offensive line. It makes all the sense in the world. Um, and then for the Raiders, I'm actually going to have them take Brian Barisi. I think they want to fix that D line. Chandler Jones has been a little disappointing, but to get a guy like Barisi here and continue to work with the Chandler Jones, Max Crosby edge rushers, I think that would be a pretty good tactic for them. All right. And I also think that takes away from the Texans because I think the Texans would have loved to take Brian Barisi as well. They already got Will Anderson, so they don't need to get an edge rusher here. I think they can go. Oh man, I'm not gonna have him take a quarterback. I mean, if I was gonna have him take a quarterback, I would have done that number one. I think they can continue to try to work that defense a little bit, fix the defense. Maybe a guy like Trent Simpson makes sense at the linebacker position. Maybe their corners are decent. Their defensive backs are decent. They need front line play. You got Will Anderson. Trent Simpson actually makes sense. Jordan Addison makes sense as well. A guy that can get open, give him an easy target. Uh, I'm gonna have them take Trent Simpson because if my mouse will allow me. This is a good play for Michael Mayer too, actually. Hmm. And Noah Sewell. Yeah, let's go Noah Sewell. Actually, let's get that defense together. Let's do what we gotta do. All right. I'm actually going to have the Steelers trade back, which is also very annoying to me because I wanted Seattle to trade up. That's because they're supposed to have all these new picks at their disposal. They don't have it because they wouldn't let me freaking make the trade earlier. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. It's only going to cost them like a third rounder, I think. It should only cost them a third rounder, right? These are second rounders. This is a fourth rounder. This is a third rounder, right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Math was not my skill set. It should only cost them a third rounder. Hopefully, it lets me. Of course not. Okay. Um, that's so stupid. We moved up 10 spaces. We moved up from 20 to 10 a couple years ago, and it only cost us a third rounder. All right, let's do this. Let's make it a second rounder. Not their best second rounder, their second best second rounder. Thank you. God, Jesus. I'm having them move up to take a guy like Tyree Wilson. I think that's somebody. I think that at 3 they would have wanted edge anyway. Um, Now they get to have Tyree Wilson again. In this mock, they're giving up picks. They're giving up picks that they don't even need because they had a bunch of picks from the Jets. So that's what this is. So unfortunately, I had to give up more because I didn't have those plethora of picks because this stupid trade simulator is ridiculous. Um, but yeah, uh, the Lions here, I think would go Trent Simpson, but they traded. Yeah, this is not their pick. This is the Buccaneers. So this is their first pick. This is their first pick. So with that being said, they would probably go corner. They would probably go corner, and it might be at this stage Joey Porter Jr. Boom. Okay. Uh, the Chargers. The Chargers could do a number of things here. They could go Bijan Robinson. They could do Michael Mayer. They could do. They could take receiver. There hasn't been a receiver taken yet. They could go linebacker with Trent Simpson. They could probably go corner as well. They're in a good spot here. Everything that they want is here for them. I'm going to have them. I'm not going to have them take running back because this running back class is super, super elite. So even though Bijan Robinson and Jameer Gibbs are first round talents, we know how the NFL views running backs. They could take a running back in the second round if they really need to. Jordan Addison kind of makes sense. He's different from what they usually have, but I think I had them do that last time. So I'm gonna switch it up. I think I am gonna go Michael Mayer here. Give them a better because their tight ends are like really inconsistent. This gives them another weapon um, that they can use. Okay, the Patriots now. What do they need? The Patriots could use obviously a wide receiver. They usually don't go corner early. I think Trent Simpson's on the board. Yeah, I think he would love to get a guy like Trent Simpson. That's such a Belichick thing to do. We're gonna have him take Trent Simpson. Now, Washington. Oh man, this would have been a Will Levis play, but he was already taken. Uh I know they're salty probably that they love their linebackers. So the fact that Noah Sewell and Trent Simpson are gone, I think hurts them. I'm gonna have them take Cam Smith because of that. Get them a corner. Now remember, this is the Lions. This is the Lions' second pick. This is not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the Lions' second pick. With their first pick, they went Joey Porter Jr. With their second pick, ba, 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 ba. With their second pick, I might actually have them go Brian Branch at safety. I kind of like that. Get their defensive backs up. Do what they got to do. Okay. The Steelers, they traded back because I don't think I fully I think the Steelers are probably gonna be picking around this time anyway. You're already played yourself out of the top 10, most likely. We still have some winnable games in our schedule. So you're probably gonna be picking within this 15 to 20 range anyway. And what we need, corners, D tackles, edge rushers, whatever, it's a deep draft class for that. So why not trade down, get some more picks, and continue to stock up on what you need? Um, and here at 20, you can still get a corner. And the corner I want to take right now, if he's on here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they have him listed this late. I like Jalen Jones. Let me see if there's anybody else here that makes a lot of sense. Clark Phillips is more of a slot guy. I might look at him now that we have 3 second-round picks. I might look at him in the second round if he's still there. Um, Same with Witherspoon. So I have 2 guys that I think would be good slot corners that I can go with later. I'm going to go with a guy like Jalen Jones, who I think is criminally underrated in this simulation. Okay, the Tennessee Titans, I think, are definitely going receiver now. Like what? They just fired their offensive coordinator. Their GM. They got embarrassed with by AJ Brown. I'm not gonna go Quentin Johnson here because he's kind of already what they have in Treylon Burks. I think they're gonna want more of a fast speedster. I'm gonna have to take him Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison, I know a lot of Steelers fans want us to get Jordan Addison because of the connection with Kenny Pickett. Right now, Deontay's fine. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, this is not the Jets pick. This is the Seahawks. And because it's the Seahawks, and this is their first pick, I'm going to have them go edge. Well, it's their second pick because they traded up for Tyree Wilson. That's right. So I'm not going to have them go edge. I'm glad I remembered that. Osiris Torrance isn't bad here at 22. That's not a bad shout if they need offensive line help some more. So actually, I'm going to do that. Osiris Torrance. Okay, the New York Giants, I think, has to be a receiver here. Quentin Johnson is here. You need a number 1 receiver. This is where I wanted to put Kayshon Boutte, but he came back to school, which is very surprising. Very surprising. Not only did he come back, but at least of right now, it seems like he's going back to LSU. didn't enter the portal. I thought that's what would have been his two things: either come out for the draft or enter the portal. He's coming back to LSU next year, so good on him. Um, very surprising. That's somebody I wanted the Giants to get, but they get Quentin Johnson, so worked out. Broncos. Uh, Broncos need Jesus. That's what they need. They just need help. Is there offensive tackle here? Yeah, there is. Is he a right tackle? I don't know. That I don't know. But he's a pretty good tackle, so I'm gonna take him. Oh, the Ravens. To be very honest with you, I see a lot of mocks having them take Bijan Robinson. Makes sense. It makes sense. I would hate it, but it makes sense. I actually think they need to do a wide receiver, man. I think they can't keep neglecting that position. Bateman's on the outside. Jackson Smith and Jibba could be a slot guy for them. That's what I'm gonna have them do. Uh the Bengals here, they miss out on Michael Mayer. That's what I had them take last time. They could also go Bijan Robinson. Oh, they could also go Bijan Robinson here if they want to upgrade. But they also need safety. So Antonio Johnson makes sense. Let's do that. The Cowboys. I think I had them take Jahmyr Gibbs last time. I'm not gonna have them do that again. Again, it's a really deep running back class. Um, they don't necessarily need to do it. They could also go wide receiver. Um, what corners are still here? There still should be a lot of corners. Eli Riggs with yeah, I kind of like that for them. Yeah, let's do Eli Riggs. Let's do Eli Riggs. Okay. The Chiefs. The Chiefs more edge help would definitely help them. Yeah, their thing is just defense, man. They just need defense. Although, let me see if there's a tackle here. Darnell Wright makes a lot of sense too, actually. Hmm. Darnell Wright makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Vikings. I think I want to go receiver, honestly. I think I want to go receiver. Again, if Keishawn Butte was in this draft class, this would make this a whole lot easier. He's not. Let's see what else they need real quick before I pull the trigger on receiver. Corner, edge, linebacker. There's not a linebacker you're going to take there. It's a deep edge class. You can get edge later. Yeah, receiver makes sense. Does Josh Downs make sense in their offense? A little bit, I guess. Yeah, let's do Josh Downs. The Bills, here's why I am going to take a running back, Bijan Robinson. It makes so much sense. I had them trade up last time. The more I think about it, that was a mistake. They shouldn't have had to trade up. It's a deep running back class, but he fell to you anyway. And now the Bears, oof, they got their offensive line. I'm going to have them take Zay Flowers, actually, as a guy to end the first round. So now that we're in the second round, the Houston Texans, and just to refresh my memory, I know they took Will Anderson, but then they also took Noah Sewell. So now they could use a wide receiver. And I think I am going to give them a wide receiver. Okay. Steelers, this is first of now 3 second-round picks that we have. We took a corner in the first round. We could double dip at corner. We could, I mean, we need corners bad. We can easily double dip at corner. Let me just see who's on the board here. Here we go. Edge. B.J. Ojolari is still there. Gervin Dexter is still here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go edge because the edges are falling, so I can easily get an edge later. I'm actually going to go Henry To'o. Am I gonna do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I might do that. I just really our defense needs help. It needs help bad. Matter of fact, I think I am gonna go double dip on corner. Take Clark Phillips. We have two other second round picks to play with. We'll get somebody else. The Rams, they need offensive line help. Unfortunately, I think all the good tackles are gone. Oh no, Matthew Bergeron is still here. I think that's somebody that can use. The Seahawks. This is the Seahawks pick, I believe, right? Because they were the one that's supposed to trade down, not trade up. Right. Okay, so this is the Seahawks. Let me just refresh what I did with the Seahawks. The Seahawks picked Tyree Wilson. Who did I want them? The Jets. That's 22. And I got Osiris Torrance. So Tyree Wilson, Osiris Torrance. They got edge. They got their guard. There are safeties available, and I will give them a safety. Oh, JL Skinner on the. Wow. I actually love that for them. I love that for them. JL Skinner on the Seahawks. Jesus. Okay. The Saints are marching in. I think the Saints, by the way, I wanted this trade that is the Buccaneers. I would love that more for the Saints, but because they didn't have a first round pick, there's no way in real life that would even work for them. Um, so I had to do the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers make sense also because, like I said, I don't think Tom Brady's going to come back next year. They have kind of a win now team with the way that roster is constructed. They have a very expensive team. So why not go all in and try to get a quarterback of the future? Especially because that division is horrible. So like you can still, if CJ Stroud is any good, you can compete for that division. I actually think the Saints should think about taking a quarterback here for the same reasons. They need a quarterback badly. Um, they can get a safety here. They can get. There's not a guard you want here. I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, there's not a guard you want here unless you think you can convert one of these centers into guards, which is possible. Which is definitely possible. A guy like um I think a guy like Tanner McKee makes so much sense for this team. They need like their team's not bad at all. They need a competent quarterback though. Like that's the thing. Um Receiver is a little too rich right now. There's good receivers you can take later, but the value is not necessarily there. Unless we just go safety, we could always go safety. There's some good safety still. Jordan Battle is still here. Yeah, maybe that's what we do here. Mm. Okay, the Jaguars took offensive line in the first round. I believe they did. And you know what? I think I might have to force a receiver on them here because you do want to get another receiver for your quarterback. I guess Tillman's the better one, so I'll take Tillman. The Cardinals went Keely Ringo. I think they're gonna go edge here. BJ Ojolari is a beast. The Panthers. Okay. Panthers have a decision to make. You can go quarterback, which would be Anthony Richardson or Tanner McKee. Or at this point, you can say, let's just roll with Matt Corral and see what he gives us. And if he stinks next year, the quarterback class next year is better. I think that they should take the best player available, which is not going to be a quarterback. It's going to be now. They could go Darno, right? They need a tight end bad, but I have a second round pick. That's something I might do then, not now. I have my edge rusher already. I might go to Henry Toll here. Yeah, you could get Kincaid later as well. Yeah, I think Henry Toll makes the most sense. Damn, I was hoping he fell to the Steelers, but that's okay. That's okay. I was hoping he was going to do Pittsburgh, but that's all right. The Colts. What did they do? They took Will Levis. They took Will Levis. They can easily go edge here. I think they go. Actually, I think I want them to take Darnell Washington here. That's what I'm having them do. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. The Packers. Here's where they could. Do they have a second round pick? No. Yeah. So here's where they probably will address the offense. They can get a receiver here. Um Oof. Yeah, they probably should want a receiver in the first round, Packers. That's what you probably should have done. All the good receivers are gone, brothers. I might have them trade down. Who's here? Is there anybody worth trading up for? Let's see. Isaiah Foskey is here. The running backs are here. Realistically, teams would trade up to get a running back here. The question is who? The Chargers, maybe? The Chargers took Michael Mayer. They can trade up and get a running back that they really covet. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. So they're gonna move up, and this should not cost them a lot at all. This should not cost them. Oh my god! Like, what is with this simulator? This simulator wants you to. This simulator wants you to give up your firstborn son just to move up a couple picks. Let's give him 116 for 41. Let's do that. That's gotta. Thank you. Jesus. Like, good God. Jahmyr Gibbs. Good Lord, the simulators are it's ridiculous. Okay, the Falcons. What did I have them do in the first round? They took a corner. Here's where they can definitely go edge, and I think they will go edge. Isaiah Foskey, why not? The Browns, I think, would also want to trade down because their biggest need is receiver. And oh no, they could go edge here. They could go edge here. I think I will have them go edge with Jared Verse. Okay. Steelers. When do we pick again? We pick again at 53. All right, let's see who is here. Gervin Dexter over Sia Ika. Let's see, does that make more sense? He's 6'6", 313. Uh no, Sia Ika. Oh, he's much heavier. He's 2 inches shorter, but he's much heavier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sika. Yeah. Okay. Now for the Detroit Lions. What did I have them do? They didn't pick until 19. So this was them getting a safety. And but they also had a pick earlier than that. Who did they get? Joey Porter. So they have defensive back help. Oh, I love that for them. I love that for and actually I want them to get edge here. I want them to get edge here. Yeah, let's get somebody that can go next to let's get Nolan Smith. Let's put somebody on alongside of Aiden Hutchinson. Absolutely. This is a great draft for them. It's a great draft for them. I also got to keep note Tampa Bay second round pick is Detroit's. I'm remembering. Okay. The Raiders, they went Brian Barisi, I believe, right? Yes. So now Brian Barisi, corner, corner is an option here. Did I go double? No, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, I think I went double corner for the Steelers, right? Yep, I did. All right, so we're good on corners. Manuel Forbes. Okay. The Patriots. What did I have them do? Ooh, Trent Simpson. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Good Lord. The Patriots also need wide receiver corner. They got their linebacker. They can go edge. Oh my God, Gervin Dexter is still here for them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hate this. Okay. And now if you are the who is it? The Packers. Now you're back in range where you could at least think about wide receiver. They probably won't. They probably won't. Um, they probably won't. They probably are going to say these receivers are still not valuable enough, and they would have a point. And they would have a point. So what else do we need? We need wide receiver, tight end, edge. Oh, they're going defense. What are we even contemplating this for? They're gonna go defense here. Okay, Washington. What did I have them do in the first round? Washington went corner. Washington might think of Anthony Richardson. I'm just being honest with you. Remember, this is Detroit. This is Seattle. Let's just keep that in mind. But Washington now went corner in the first round. Yeah, I think they might go Anthony Richardson here. If I'm being really honest with you, they can go edge. They can go, but again, this edge class is so deep. You can get an edge. I think I do like them getting Anthony Richardson here. You know, now to be honest with you, no, I think they're more of a Tanner McKee guy. The way, you know what I mean? I think they would go Tanner McKee here. Again, I don't know why he's that far down. There's no way he's that far down on this depth chart. But yeah, Tanner McKee. Okay. This is Detroit, right? That's what I said, Detroit. Yes, Detroit. Just want to make sure. And Detroit has gone Joey Porter. Detroit has gone Brian Branch. And Detroit has gone edge, right? Nolan Smith. Wow, this is a great, great draft for Detroit. This is a fantastic draft for Detroit. So Detroit, now again, honestly, at this point, because you have value picks, why not go Anthony Richardson here? I think this makes all the sense in the world. Get a guy with high upside that you can develop behind Jerry Goff. This makes too much sense with all the picks that you have. Tennessee, I think I had them take a receiver in the first round, right? Correct. Yeah, Jordan Addison. I think we're going to continue to build on that offense. Oh, if they need a center, there's definitely centers they could take here. John Michael Smith makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this isn't the Jets. This is Seattle. And what? Let me just refresh my memory on what I had Seattle do. They have J.L. Skinner. They have Osiris Torrance. And they have Tyree Wilson. So Tyree Wilson, Osiris Torrance, so edge, OC, and safety. And now they're picking again. Let's continue to build up that defense, shall we? Come on, Mouse. Come on, Mouse. Come on, Mouse. Here we go. Oh, they could go double edge here. A guy like Andre Carter makes sense. They already have their safety help. Edge safety. So they got their top guys. Corner, again, they usually take their corners later anyway. It's still a little too early to think of receivers again. There's a lot, this isn't the greatest class for receivers. Yeah, this isn't too far of a stretch. We could take Jalen Hyatt here. All right, let's have them take Jalen Hyatt. Okay, my Steelers went double corner, and then they have Sia Eagles. So we have two corners, a defensive tackle, and now we got to think edge. We got to think linebacker. So let's just look at the defense. Who's available? The Marvin Overshawn, I like him a lot. Drew Sanders, I like him a lot. Is he? Oh, great. They don't have his credentials here. Great. I kind of want to go linebacker here. I don't know if this guy's an inside linebacker. I know Drew Sanders is a guy I would want. But is it rich to take him here? Not really. When do we pick again? 75. I'm going to have us take, besides Andre Carter, who's your edge? Will McDonald is still here. Again, way too low. Zach Harrison is here, way too low. Um, I think I'm gonna have a take Andre Carter. I like that for us a lot. Yeah, I want to go defense, man. Our defense needs it. We need all three levels, bro. Okay, the Giants, they got Quentin Johnson in the first round. Corner is definitely something they need to at least consider. Uh Again, some of these guys are way too low on this simulation, to be honest with you. Um, what else do they do? They could go linebacker. Let's have them take that linebacker from Ohio State. Okay, Miami. This is their first pick, I believe. They don't really need much. They're looking pretty good right now. They don't need much. Um, Defensive tackles. There's still a defensive tackle available. There is. He's a little undersized, but he's good. Chicago. They got their wide receiver. They got their offensive lineman. Um, they also need a defensive tackle, but I don't think. Mm, well, they have this guy here again. I don't. Oh, Mozzie Smith. Why do they have? There's no way Mozzie Smith is that low. No way. He's going to Chicago. There's no way he's that low. What are we talking about? The Bengals. What did I have them do in the first round? Antonio Johnson. Nice. They could use corner. Yeah, but I said they could use corner. They could use some edge help. Well, now I'm glad I stole Andre Carter from them. Yeah. Running back would be. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, both the running backs are gone already. The big time running backs. Oh, phew. But there's still a lot of good running backs here. Again, I think he's way too low. He's hurt. I think he'll probably go back to school. I'm gonna take Devon Achie. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, Panthers. They took Edge and then they took Henry Toto. They stole that from the damn Steelers. It's okay. Last draft, I stole BJ Ojolari from them. This time they steal Henry Toto from us. It's all good, baby. I kind of want them to also go defensive tackle, but I don't think there's a defensive tackle here. That makes sense. They're saying Tyler Davis. I have no. Let me see if they have any work on him. He's small. Well leveraged, extremely dense, compact, and well. Explosive off the line, brings a lot of energy and torch touchdown from his upper body movement are sudden. There's a lot of potential stored in the frame. Eh, eh. What's the wide receivers looking like right now? No, no. A corner wouldn't be terrible here, actually. A corner wouldn't be terrible here. Witherspoon, Grimes. But you could get Grimes in the next round. Oh, wait. My Titan still here. Kincaid is still here. What am I talking about? That's what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, I knew there was something I'm forgetting about. Okay. The Dallas Cowboys. What did I have them do in the first round? Eli Ricks. They don't need much either, honestly. They need some offensive line help a little bit. They need a receiver, though. Again, the receivers just aren't there right now. Unfortunately, the receivers just aren't there right now. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to help them out here. I'm going to help them out here. I know it's blasphemous. I know the Steelers trading with the Cowboys is blasphemous. I know. I know it is absolutely blasphemous. But they need receivers. Um like bad. And I'm gonna give them a fourth next year. God, come on, man. Come on. This simulator kills me, man. This simulator kills me. I'm giving them 75 for 59. I guess I gotta give him one for. I'm gonna give him a fourth next year. Oh, did I go 207 before? That's why. Okay, I meant to do 114. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Okay, sorry. Not the simulator this time. This was my bad. I'm doing this so that I can get the linebacker I want, which is Drew Sanders. I know here they have him as a 75th guy and he can go in that range. But here I'm just gonna make sure I get him. I just want to make sure I get him. I had 4 second round picks. That's what I'm gonna do. Plus I didn't do any much trades. I didn't do that many trades in the second round. And I'm gonna have the Eagles trade up again too. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that to them. Kansas City Chiefs. They went tackle. So here I'm assuming they're gonna need corner. Yeah. They can go edge. Is there any edges left? Not really. Not really. Not really. Let's have them go Mekhi Garner. The Lions. The Lions have had a great draft so far. The Lions went Anthony Richardson. The Lions went. Brian Branch, and then the Lions went Joey Porter. So their defense is looking good. And then they got Nolan Smith as well. Damn. They might trade out. I mean, that's a lot of picks. Yeah, let's have them trade out. Somebody needs to move up. The Saints haven't picked all damn draft. I'm going to have the Saints trade up to get a quarterback. Let's do that. The Lions, like, they need to stop drafting. Damn. So we're going to have the Saints moving up with the Lions. Switching from 68 to 61. Again, this should not cost them a lot. This should not cost them a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Golly, the simulator, bro. Oh, did I already? Who did I have Tanner McKee going to? Uh-oh. Oh, Washington. Oh, shit. All right, well, then I guess this is Hendon Hooker then. Develop him behind the Red Rifle and Jameis, and then hopefully he's your quarterback going forward. The Bills took a running back. They need some safety help, if I'm not mistaken. Is there a safety here that makes sense? There is. There you go. Serendipity. And I'm going to have Sean Tucker go to the Eagles. Now, on to round 3. And again, I gotta make some mental notes. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I don't think I was gonna have any of them have yeah. Okay. Okay, the Texans have not taken a quarterback. And I think at this point you don't take a quarterback. You maybe take a flyer on somebody in the sixth or seventh round. But they went Rashi Rice, and then they went receiver. They went Noah Sewell, and they went Will Anderson. So again, pretty good draft for them. What do they still need? Uh, guard. I think you got to at least look at the guards now, right? Come on, Miles. What are you doing? Guards, you got to at least look at it. Yeah, right here. Let's do that. The Bears also had a pretty good draft. Got Mozzie Smith, got a receiver, got an offensive lineman. Yeah, Andrew Voorhees is a guy that it should not be this low. Um, and actually, I might go there for the Bears. Yeah, he should not be that low. I don't like the way the way they have this mocked out. Let's keep fixing that line. The Broncos. I don't think. Wow, we didn't call their name a lot at all. Did they trade down? Oh, that's right. They have. Oh, wow. The Broncos. Oof. This is their first time to the party. Wow. And they're getting screwed here. Um, we can have them. Nah, they need some offensive help, bro. They need some offensive help. Yeah, I think you gotta go Marvin Mims here. They need some. Their offense is horrible. The Rams, I believe, I think that I had them take an offensive lineman. I did. I did have them take an offensive lineman. They could also use a guard. Voorhees would have been great there. Let's just see best players available. They can use a guard. Okay. They can use a guard. So let's do this. Let's do this. A&M. The Lions, again, they traded down because why not? Like they've addressed like damn near every need they could possibly have already. So now this is just luxury picks. This is just I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna have them take Tank Bigsby here. For some reason, them and DeAndre Swift have a really weird relationship. Why not add to that running back room? The Cardinals, I know they went Keely Ringo in the first. They went Edge and BJ Ojolari. Wow. Pretty good draft for them as well. Let's try to fix up that offensive line a little bit. Yeah, they can use some guard help as well. Let's do that. The Patriots, they had a phenomenal draft. Gervin Dexter and freaking Trent Simpson. They can definitely use some receivers. Again, unfortunately, this receiver class isn't that good. It's just not that good. Unfortunately for them, it's just not that good. But I think I think you have to take a flyer on one of these guys at this point. You do that. The Lions I mean the Jaguars, did I have them take a receiver in the second round? I did. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. So they got corner help. They got offensive line. Oh no, they went offensive line in the first round, I believe, right? Or did I have them go Christian Gonzalez? Yeah, they went offensive line in the first round. So they haven't gotten a corner yet. Okay, so let's get them a corner. Okay. Let's get them a corner. I'm just gonna take their word that this guy's good. Let me see his credentials. He's 5'9", bro. Come on, son. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's 5'9". They went offensive tackle. They could use some guard. Oh, there's a lot of good centers in this draft, though. Okay, so why don't we get them a center? Yeah, let's do that. Whippler is also really good. Okay. Broncos again. So they're picking twice now. Um, and I had them take who? I had them take a receiver. They need edge help. They need defensive tackle help, so we'll do that. The Falcons, they've had a good draft too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Isaiah Foskey and Christian Gonzalez. So the pick, so we're fixing that defense, man. We're fixing that defense. It needs to be fixed. They need a quarterback. There are none. Wide receiver, there are none. They got edge. Let's just get them an offensive guard. Because here's where the guards are of value. Here we go. And the Packers, again, they're not getting any help in terms of receivers in this draft class. They probably should have went receiver in the first round, but you know they're not going to do it. I'm not going to make them do something I know for a fact they're not going to want to do. You know what I mean? So that they got their offensive line together. Um, let's see, is there a tight end here that works for them? Sam Laporta is a pretty good tight end. Yeah, there's a pretty good tight end class too. Actually, I forgot about that. Let's do Sam Laporta. He just looks like a Packer to me. The Cowboys, they traded down with the Steelers. Yeah, they traded down with the Steelers. What did I have them do with their first round pick? They went Eli Ricks. I really do think they could go running back. It's a deep class. It's in the third round. The value is there. Again, there's not much in terms of wide receivers right now that could help them. They went corner. They can go linebacker. So let's look at guard and let's look at linebacker. Where's the value? Value's not necessarily there with linebacker. I mean, with a guard, let's check linebacker. I think there's some good linebackers still on the board. Overshawn from Texas. There, look at that. See how God worked. All right, the Lions are just gonna go best player available. I already got them a running back. Um, they can go double corner. I know he's 5'9", he's more of a slot guy, but I mean that's still valuable here at 76. The Lions for the rest of the draft, they're just gonna go best player available because they kind of got what they needed out of this. The Raiders, what did I have the Raiders do? The Raiders got a corner in this second round. Come on. And they got Brian Barisi. Pretty good. Again, they might consider quarterback here just for developmental purposes, but the value is just not there. Let's get him a tackle. Let's get him a tackle. Let's get him a tackle. I'll call you back. I'm recording. Sorry. Let's get him a tackle. I'm gonna go with the Ohio State guy. Okay, Houston. Again, they need everything. We're just gonna go best player available. They don't need running back, ironically. Let's get that defensive line going then. Let's do that. Let's do that. Right. I don't think I took a defensive lineman. I don't think. Yeah, they got a guard. I know they took Will Anderson first overall. Yeah, okay, they're good. Where are we? The Chargers, I believe they went running back. I know they went tight end. They could use a receiver. Um, Again, I kind of don't like the receivers here in this. Trey Palmer is not bad. And I think he's a little underrated. Um, but I still think we could wait a little bit longer on that. Let's continue to develop your line. Oh, is there a linebacker here that we can use? No, we didn't go linebacker yet. Linebacker out of Auburn. Let's do it. How big is he? Okay. Let's do it. They could go edge too. Okay, Miami. They haven't had much to do in this draft yet either. They went defensive tackle. They went defensive tackle. They can use a guard. I think there are some guards here that work. See, this is where all the value is. You see what I'm saying? This is why some teams are trading back because the value for what they need is already, here. Um, this is Tampa Bay. This is New York. This is Seattle. Because I don't think I had them trading. I think I had it first round picks, second round picks, fourth round picks, and then 2 first rounders. I think that's what I did. So these are the teams, which is ironic that all three of them are, back to back to back. But anyway, the Colts, they took Will Levis in the first round. What did I have them do in the second? They got Darnell Washington in the second round, which I really like. I think they would want to go receiver here, but again, I just don't think the I was in the values there. Could they go tackle here? Oh yeah, Jalen Dunn's still on the board. Who else is still on the board? Like Freeland. All right, there's some good. Yeah, this is a really good tackle class. Let's go Jalen Dunn. No, let's go Blake Freeland. I like Blake Freeland better. Okay, Tampa Bay. So now I gotta, if I remember, well, if the trade goes through, then they haven't picked since, yeah, they haven't picked since CJ Stroud. I gotta remember that. That's CJ Stroud. So now this is the first pick since CJ Stroud. They need offensive line help. I know that for a fact. Tampa Bay. Oh, they need, yeah, offensive line help, but they need a guard more than anything else. Um, Stop. My mouse is laggy today. They need edge help. So let's get them Trice. We got the values there. Let's do it. Okay, the Jets. They've had a bunch of picks. No, the Jets also are picking for the first time because they trade up to get Bryce Young. Okay. Yep. Here we go. So the Jets also need guard. They can use the safety. Let's just go with best player available. We could also use a tight end. against pretty good tight end class. But I do like Jack Campbell a lot. Um, yeah, let's go here. Seattle. This is one of their many picks because they traded down. They did a lot. Did I go double edge for them yet? Because I kind of want to go double edge for them. They traded down with the Jets. So this is them. So let me just count real quick. They went receiver. They went safety. I know they went edge with Tyree Wilson, and they went guard. So let's try to get him another edge rusher. Will McDonald, very underrated. I like him a lot. Yeah, let's get them another edge rusher. Okay, Tennessee. Do I want my Panthers to trade up real quick? Hold on. That's very important because the Giants kind of need some of the same stuff the Panthers need. So I always got to keep that in mind. So do I want the Panthers to trade up? What have the Panthers done? They went Miles Murphy in the first, went Henry To'o in the second, and then they went Kincaid in the second. So tight end, edge, linebacker, tight end, edge, linebacker, tight end, edge, linebacker. Anybody that I know they need a defensive tackle. They can also use a running back. Any of these teams need a linebacker that didn't get one already. The Giants do need a linebacker. See, that's what I'm saying. So why don't I have the Panthers trade up to make sure they get their linebacker? Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's have them trade up. Shouldn't cost them much. It's only a couple picks. They're only moving up 4 picks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got 124. That's fine. Yeah. So let's get our linebacker, shall we? Jack Campbell. Here we go. To the Panthers. All right. Now the Giants. Because I don't think I had the Giants take a linebacker yet. If I did, damn. I did. Oops. Congratulations, Brett. You played yourself. That's okay. You still would trade up to get your guy. So they went receiver, they went linebacker, they need corner now. They need corner. Let's get them a corner. Bam. Yeah. I'm sorry. You gave up your second, 4th round pick to get up to get your guy. Who cares? The Dolphins. Do the Eagles need anything? I'm telling you, the Eagles are going to be one of those teams that just trade up to trade up. What do the Eagles need? They got a running back already. They got Jalen Carter already. They can use some edge help. They probably would trade up for edge if we're being honest. If we're being honest, they probably would trade up for edge, but I don't think there is an edge left that's worth it. The Panthers, they just need defense. So let's see who's available. Would they want to trade up for any of these guys? The edge from Washington, I like the edge from Ohio State is still here. Why do they have him ranked that low? Yeah, no, we're trading up. We're gonna trade up. We're gonna trade up. There's no way. There's no freaking way. 95 to 87. They don't have much to trade up with. They would have to give this up. Let's just say this is the Eagles because I'm not wasting my time with this. Zach Harrison. I'm not wasting my time with this anymore. The Bengals. What have I had the Bengals do? See, in other simulators, it shows the picks as well. I might have to do a different simulator to be honest with you. This one's cool, but I don't like the way this one works. They went safety and they went running back. So here I'm definitely having them take tight end. Really good tight end class. Which one makes the most sense? I like Musgrave. I love Kraft. I love. How big is Tyler? Tyler's not a block. Natural receiving threat. Okay. All right. I'm talking Latu. Boom. Tennessee I could also see them taking the tight end. Let me just make sure I didn't have them do that already. No, they went offensive. They went center. There's some really good centers left. I'm kind of tempted to trade back up and get a center for the Steelers. There's some really good centers left. Um, yeah, I think they would go tight end. They they got their oh no, Jalen Duncan's still here. Yeah, let's go there. The Ravens, I think I am gonna have them take a running back here. It makes sense. Blake Corum, I think won't be available. Maybe it doesn't make sense anymore. They could get a running back later. If Blake Corum was healthy, I would take Blake Corum. Uh, oh, yeah, this sounds like a freaking Ravens running back. So let's do that. I might have the Steelers trade up. I really might have the Steelers trade up for a safety. I mean, not for a safety, for a center. There's some really good centers still on the board. I gotta go back and see what I did for the Cowboys. They took a linebacker. They took a. Oh no, they traded back with the Steelers. They took a linebacker. What did they do in the first round? Oh, and they took Eli Ricks. Okay. They took a linebacker and they took Ricks. A linebacker and Ricks. So corner linebacker, corner linebacker, corner linebacker. Guard could be in play here. You can't go wrong with Alabama. Okay, and then the Chiefs. What did I have them do? I think didn't I have them trade? No, they took a corner and they took offensive line help. Correct? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go best available for them because, like, what else do they need? Do they need a safety? Should I go safety for them? Not necessarily. They took their corner already. Oh, there's no edges left. The edges are kind of How full off the board. Oh, let me check this X class, bro, because I know y'all gonna make me mad. I know y'all gonna make me mad with some of the people y'all have still here on this board. Oh yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Okay. The Vikings. Did I have them take a wide receiver? Tight end is definitely in play here. There's some really good tight ends. Oh, I'm glad I had them take Josh Downs because they didn't pick again until now. Wow. Oh yeah, that Lions trade they made. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have them take one of these tight ends, Tucker Craft. Really good tight end class. The Bills, they took a running back, they took a safety, I believe. They could basically just go best player available from here on out. Another guard. Let's just see where the value is. Yeah, Whippler is still on the board. That's insane to me. Yeah, Witherspoon, and Grimes. Witherspoon and Grimes, I don't think are gonna last this long. Witherspoon's kind of just a slot guy, so I could see it. Same with Grimes. The Bills are hard. They took a running back. They took a safety. All right, let's just take their word for it that this guy's good. Have him go receiver. The Eagles. An eagle, y'all. An eagle, y'all. Shout out if you get the reference. Shout out to you. You are the man if you or woman if you know that reference. I had him go running back in the second round, and then obviously they traded up, right? And then okay. So they're going best player available. I know they need some corners. I know their corners are kind of a lot of their corners could be free agents or at least cap casualties. So let's just look at the um, um all right, let's do this. The Browns, they haven't done much yet either. D tackle. What did I have them do in the second round? I can't even remember. They went Jared. Oh, great pick. Damn. That's a great pick for them. Okay, they're also just gonna go best player available because that will fit one of their needs at least, which would be linebacker. Ivan Pace. Oh yeah, Heil guy. That makes sense. Okay, the 49ers probably need to. Well, no, Trey Lance is still their guy, I guess, moving forward. San Francisco has back-to-back picks. Honestly, I think they trade back with one of these picks. If I'm being honest with you, um, corner, guard, they need a center. So this is where Whip. Oh man, I wanted the Steelers to go up and get Whippler. I wanted the Steelers to go up and get Whippler. Oh man. Damn, I was gonna have the Steelers trade up to 98 and get Whippler. Oh well, that's out. I do think I have them trading back. Who's here? What is a team that needs something desperately, or unless not desperately, but like could really move up and get somebody? Because I think if you're the Niners, you've given up a lot for Christian McCaffrey. I think you would want to trade back here and get some of that draft capital back. Because again, they're also a need. They're also a team that doesn't have that many needs. Got your center. Um, and again, what you need, the value isn't here for you. The value is here for other people. The value is definitely here for other people, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I can see somebody, especially one of these teams that hasn't, some of these teams that haven't, had that many picks. I could see them trading up to make sure they get somebody that they highly covet. There's some good players on the board still. There's a lot of good players on the board still. Um, there's a lot of good players on the board still. Is there a team that is probably telling themselves we need to get back in this thing? Not really. If I'm being honest. Maybe the Broncos. Maybe the Broncos are sitting there saying, "I wish we wish we had some more picks. We need something." What do the Broncos need? The Broncos need tackle, edge, linebacker, corner, defensive tackle. Okay, I definitely saw. And what have the Broncos done? They went DT and they went. Oh, that was their only pick. Yeah, so maybe the Broncos trade back up if they can. Oh no, they had two third rounders. Okay, they went Marvin Mims and they went defensive tackle. Let's see what else they need. They need some offensive line help. They need some. They went D tackle. They went receiver. They went D tackle. They did. They went receiver. Yeah, let's have them trade back up. Finish this thing out strong, man. 103, 98. And they're gonna have to give up 134. They're probably have to give up 134. Oh, yeah, at least in this freaking simulation. Let's have them take this edge rusher from Iowa. Okay. Now the Giants, they got Quentin Johnson in the first round. They got a corner. They got a linebacker already. I think they might consider getting a backup running back to help Saquon out, assuming that they pay him. Because like if they pay him to come back, right, you kind of need somebody to help out. Um, I'm sorry, I already lost it. They need a receiver. I mean, we got a receiver. We got a corner. They need safety. 5'11", 190. 5'11", 207. Oh shit. Well, I think I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. See, I wish they did this overall. Okay, so let's see what we did here. For the Cardinals, we got Keely Ringo, BJ Ojolari. and Cooper Beatty. For the Falcons, we got Christian Gonzalez, Isaiah Foskey, Jared Patterson. For the Ravens, we got Jackson Smith-Njigba and Zach. Sure, I'm not going to say that last name. They're probably another team that could have probably traded up with the 49ers. I didn't think about that. The Bills, they just got BPA. Brian Robertson, Brandon Joseph, Roma Abduzi. Panthers had a pretty good draft despite the fact that they couldn't get a quarterback. Miles Murphy, Henry To'oTo'o, Dalton Kincaid, Jack Campbell. That's a pretty good first 3 rounds, if you ask me. And again, if Matt Corral is good for you, then you don't need a quarterback. If he sucks, it's a great quarterback class next year. The Bears got this. I mean, and this is exactly why, if you're the Bears, you take this trade with the Eagles. You get Paris Johnson, you get Zay Flowers, and you get Mozzie Smith and Andrew Voorhees. That might be right now best draft class right now. As of right now, that's top 5, I think. Antonio Johnson, Devon Achachi, Cameron Latu. Are you gonna move over? No. No, they're just gonna show the first 4. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this is what we did. I'm just gonna scroll through. Boom, boom, boom. There's a lot going on here. Why can't other teams over? Okay. Yeah, the Bears, off the top of my head, the Bears made out, the Lions made out, uh the Seahawks made out. Again, those trades were huge. Those trades were huge. I like what the Steelers did. Obviously, I hope that's what the Steelers are able to do. A lot of teams did really good here. I like what the Bengals did. I like what the Patriots did. A lot of good drafts. A lot of good drafts. A lot of good drafts. If it plays out this way, in my opinion, the Bears definitely like that's huge. Getting all getting those players. Zay Flowers is a really good receiver. Yeah, I really honestly the Saints are probably the one team I'm kind of like on, but that's only because of the way they unfortunately the trades that they made put them in a really bad position. Didn't have much to go on. So the best thing I could do is I believe I traded down at that and got Hendon Hooker. Or maybe I traded up, I don't remember, and got Hendon Hooker. But yeah, I think the Saints are the one team, unfortunately, that I'm like, that's kind of a bad, and also the Packers. And again, it's their own fault, to be honest with you. They need to go wide receiver with that pick. This is not a deep wide receiver class at all. It's not a good wide receiver class at all. So unless they're willing to trade up to get a receiver, which we know they're not, they have to go wide receiver in the first round. They're not. We know they're not. And so because of that, not really a great draft. I mean, I love it's not a terrible draft class. I love Sam Laporta for them. I love Peter Skoronsky for them. I think that's why I had to take in the first round. But the fact that they're not addressing wide receiver when wide receiver is still something they need. And they're gonna say we still had a great draft. They're that you know what I mean. They're still gonna proudly say they had a good draft, and and yes, in theory they did. Getting a good edge rusher, getting one of the best offensive linemen on the board, getting a really good tight end. They did do a really good job in the draft, but again, that's something I think they would. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I love what the Lions did. I love what the Bengals. I mean, I do like what the Bengals did. I love what the Bears did. I like what the Steelers with 4 second round draft picks. That's a little crazy. Um, I had them trade back once, and then I had them trade up back into the second round. Um, by the way, for people saying, "Oh, you're crazy, you're crazy, crazy," The reason why I think it could happen is because our new GM is a capologist, right? He's really like that's really what he wants to do is get the best value, right? And then the other guy that we brought in was from the Eagles, and you know they like wheeling and dealing. So I can see the Steelers, a team that doesn't trade often, now that the new era is beginning with Omar Khan, and I forget the man's name from Philadelphia, I can see them making trades. Again, that first round trading down makes sense because at that position, you know you could get a good corner in the first round anyway. Trade down, get some more picks. You got another second rounder out of it. So now you had three first rounders. And then the last pick, yeah, you probably could have got Drew Sanders where you were. But I kind of like the idea of, hey, look, this is a team that we're trying to win now, right? We have our young quarterback of the future. He's looking better and better. Our offense is fine. We have to fix that defense. If a guy like Drew Sanders is there and you could trade up to get him, go get him. Go get him. Because now you see the value of the draft where there's still some edge rushers you can take in round 4 or 5 or whatever. There's still offensive linemen you can take in later rounds. I still think they're going to address the offensive line in free agency as they should. There's a lot of good centers in this draft. This is a really weird year where like there's it's like the opposite of last year, right? There's a lot of good centers in this draft. You can take a center later. I would have loved to trade up and get Whippler, but I think the value for the 49ers was too good to not do it, or else I would have done it. Um, but yeah, again, I think there's a pretty good draft from most of these teams. I think that you know what I mean, like, and the ones that aren't, I think, doomed themselves with trades and moves they already made. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Even for the Panthers, I think there's a great draft considering everything. If you can't get a quarterback, this is exactly what I think you should do. Getting Miles Murphy alone, I think it's worth it. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of great draft classes to me for these teams. Um, and like I said, the ones that weren't good were kind of their own demise, if we're being honest. So anyway, appreciate you guys so much. I'm the Unforgettable himself. You can catch me at Never for Brett Me. That's NEVA underscore the number 4 BRETT underscore ME on Instagram and Twitter. We are the underscore dope blog on Instagram, the dope blog all one word on Twitter. Our site is the dope.blog. And because you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. And join us next time as we continue to discuss other people's excellence. Deuces.